back to the Rob Bird and Jelonzo show. I am Rob Bird, a.k.a. at GrowDad77. To the left of me, we got...
Motherfucking Jelonzo, man. A.k.a. J Cells at Instagram.com. What's good? Welcome back, y'all.
What's shaking?
Hip-hop music.
Well,
Literally.
Is this shit moving? Is it on there?
Literally. Hip-hop music is what's shaking right now, boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
good.
Well, I mean, a lot of shit's good. Well, first of all, welcome to, I guess, the summer doesn't officially start until what day? What day of the week is the summer? I mean, what day of the month, rather?
Every day is summertime when Rosh Hashanah is alive.
No. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what's the official summer date? Like, what's the day of the month? It's June. I know it's June, but what day of June?
I don't know, man. When the weather gets hot. It was cold last night because I was at that fucking Beyonce formation tour.
How was that shit?
Shit was fucking good, man.
Was Drake there?
Nah, Drake wasn't there.
Why do you think Drake wasn't there?
Drake was probably still mourning that fucking Toronto loss.
Drake ain't mourning anything nowadays. Your boy Aubrey is not mourning anything nowadays.
I mean, we can get into Drake in a second.
You know what I'm saying?
But how come you weren't at the concert? Have you ever been to a concert?
I've been to concerts before. I've been to like 2 concerts. I'm not gonna lie to you, sit here and tell you that I'm a concert goer and that shit. Like, I've been to 2 concerts. I've been to a Nas joint. I went to a Nas joint, and I went to
What Nas concerts did you go to?
in Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
Nas rocked in Radio City Music Hall. I went to Nas' joint. Nas actually was amazing too, because Nas really rocked the whole fucking concert.
So okay. So Nas, you went to a Nas concert. What other concert have you been to?
The other one.
What year was that, by the way?
2013, 14, 13.
You didn't go to no fucking Nas concert 2 years ago.
13. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Bro, I got the fucking. What are you
You're an
talking about?
introvert. Everybody knows you don't go out.
I went to a Nas concert 2013. He rocked at Radio City Music Hall, and I went to it. You know what I'm saying? So don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But regardless of any of that shit,
I went to a Beyonce concert. It was pretty dope. Fucking Khaled, Fab, a few people, the Locks was there.
Was Khaled chest naked? He was chest naked at the.
Nah, Khaled wasn't chest naked.
At the other shit, I saw it on the post that he was chest naked at the Summer Jam shit.
No, well, he wasn't chest naked at this shit. Thank God.
Why would he be chest naked at anything? But you know, just.
Oh, cause he's DJ Khaled. He's a mogul. He's an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? He got special cloth. You know what I'm saying? He's
One thing I like about that guy is the motherfucker capitalizes on everything.
I mean, that's what just
Everything. Just a fat Indian nigga. What is Khaled? Is he Indian? Is he Spanish? What the fuck is Khaled?
He's fat.
Other than that,
He's a fat Arab.
I think he's Indian.
He said, "Well, a name with a name like Khaled, you gotta
He's
be
gotta be
Indian
Indian or something like that. But whatever he is, he's successful.
He's loyal.
He's he's smart.
You know what I'm saying? He's an expert.
You know what I'm saying? But moving right along, I noticed you tried to sidestep that like a Diddy joint with the when I discussed the boy Aubrey again. Aubrey's back in business again.
Yes, Aubrey's back.
Aubrey is back.
Okay, let's go.
Aubrey is back. Aubrey Graham is back, and he's better than ever. And he's and listen. First of all, I'm gonna take your temperature on this first. The 4 p.m. in Calabasas joint. First of all, do you like the record?
Dope record.
Unbelievably dope record.
It's a dope record.
It's a dope fucking record.
It's about what I expect for Drake to do. I don't expect anything less than that from Drake.
That makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. The second thing I want to talk about is the record itself. There's 2 ways to look at this record. There's some people that say it's a Diddy diss, and then there's other people that say that the record is a fucking Diddy big up. Where do you stand on that? What's your temperature on this fucking record?
I think it's a dope record according to the blogs and everything. He's taking jabs at people, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Who?
Which I don't put it past. Like, I mean, I don't put it past him to be taking jabs. That's what he does. But I can't really start following what everybody else is saying because I come from an era of hip-hop where in most cases, the best battle raps, you call a person out who you're talking about. You might throw a little jab or some shit, but eventually when it gets to the temperature, when you're dropping a major diss record, you want everybody to know exactly who it is you're dissing. You don't leave it up to people to speculate who you're talking about. So
I don't think he does though.
Well, did he say anybody's name in the record?
I don't think he needs to. Like, go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
That's because you're following the bloggers.
I'm following the record.
You're following the comments of what you read on the record and what you heard about the record.
I didn't read comments when I heard the record.
Yes, you did, because you called me that morning like, yo, people are saying such and such, and he did. I'm saying, all right, he didn't call nobody out on the record. He didn't call nobody. He made reference to certain things where Joe Budden replied and was like, even if he is talking about me, which again, he never said Joe Budden's name. It's one of the most... The boy's inspired, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the best records. So I get it, you know what I'm saying? He's used a few Diddy lines or a couple Bad Boy lines. Even the beat is like a makeshift Bad Boy type of beat, you know, from that era. But he isn't calling anybody out. The only reason he never called Meek out either. But the only reason we knew he was talking about Meek is because of the direct correlation to the shit that he was saying, and it came upon. We about to go at it. Like, we knew if he drops a diss record, there's only one person he's talking about because that's the only person dissing him. Joe Budden ain't putting out no diss records talking about Drake. Diddy ain't putting out no diss records at all either. And if he still has beef with Diddy for that shit that happened fucking a few years back when Diddy, you know, slapped him in the fucking side of the head at the club for using a fucking 0 to 100 beat or whatever the case may be, which allegedly was squashed. I mean, it's a very late launch. Like, this is a late whistle at the end of the day, if that's what it is. If that's what it is. Now, if he's talking about him, dope. But then again, I gotta look at the niggas who he's talking about. Like, if you're talking about Diddy, and you dropping a diss record on Diddy, it doesn't make any sense because Diddy ain't no battle rapper. Puffy will not respond to this. Okay. He's gonna go while he's on a fucking Bad Boy tour making millions as usual. So it's kind of like, why are you dissing Puffy? You're not gonna be. You can't cut into who Puffy is to the industry. You're not gonna be able to do what you did to me to Puffy. All right. If you're talking about Joe Budden's ain't put out no relevant shit since Pump Me Up. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, it's one of those things that, nah, man. But I'm seriously, like, so if it is a diss record, albeit a dope record, it's like, what was your egg on it? Like, it's unnecessary. So that's my take on it. It's a dope fucking record. 4 p.m. in Calabasas, very dope, very lyrical. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, wanted to hear more of this type of shit on Views than when Views came out. But he got another album coming out in a second anyway, which may be more geared to this type of music. Right. But if it's a diss record, I ain't gonna lie. I would like to hear. I would like Drake to be more. If this is that, because Drake hasn't even come out and said, y'all know I'm talking about Diddy, Joe Budden, or whoever. But I think he needs to be more forthcoming. Like, if you're gonna do it to death, man. Don't hide behind clever wordplay.
Here's my thing, and you know me well enough to know that I look at it from your perspective.
It's sneak dissing.
I agree with that, but I don't think it's really sneak dissing when you're as blatant with the wordplay as he was. If you're using various portions and excerpts and different things like that from the Diddy catalog, you making that shit clear. Like, there is no sneak dissing when you doing that. That's just like if you're known for saying, all right, I'm known for saying, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, stay with me, and then you make a video tomorrow and you be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 or you wear the shades and you know what I'm saying, and you talk with my cadence and you be like, yo, stay with me. People know that you're picking you up. It depends.
I didn't say fuck niggas saying stay with me.
It depends on your content, and his content doesn't give you the impression that he's big and off.
His content is no different than any of the other music that he's been putting out.
I don't agree with you.
He's always been talking about niggas is coming for the crown, niggas is this, and he's the underdog.
Old niggas even pressing. Old niggas tried to press me.
That's true. Okay, so how do we know he's not talking about Jay-Z?
Because he's not. We know he's not.
How? He didn't say he's not talking about Jay-Z.
You're being, see, here's the thing.
No, I'm asking you how.
Because he's not. We know he's not.
Because he called you and told you.
Yes.
Oh, no, he didn't. No.
Yes. When I was in Toronto last week, we had the conversation. The nigga told me, he was like, listen, Jelon, so I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'm dissing Puffy. The nigga let me know specifically who he was talking about when I was out there for the playoffs.
Nigga, the closest you ever been to Toronto was watching the playoff games, watching the All-Star game this weekend, the last All-Star game. That was the closest you ever been on television.
But that's the thing. See, that's the beauty of it. He doesn't have to come out and tell you, listen, I'm dissing that nigga. He can leave it the way it is, and you know that he's dissing the nigga.
I don't know.
Diddy knows that he's dissing the nigga.
I don't know any of that. Like, I really don't know any of that.
You know what I'm saying? Diddy knows that he's dissing the nigga. I'll give you one even better. I'll even give you one better. I heard this earlier, so I'm not going to sit there and say like I came up with this fucking concept on my own, but it makes perfect sense. their tours are gonna clash this summer.
Not really. Puffy's tour might be ending. If not for nothing.
Regardless.
Let's be clear.
They're gonna
no,
clash.
Time out. Let's be real. As dope as I give it to Drake. Drake is on top of the game right now. There's no fucking way any Drake tour right now in the United States or maybe even globally will be able to overcome a Bad Boy reunion tour. Bad Boy reunion.
I don't know about that, champ.
Nigga, a Bad Boy reunion tour covers over 15 years of incredible music.
I agree with you.
Like 15 years or more.
I agree.
Or more.
I agree with that because I grew
So
up to that music.
that's going to be a bigger draw than Drake's.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
the age group of 30 to 40.
Let me ask you a better question then. Who's worth more money right now?
Diddy is 100%.
Okay. So who has the means to make this tour and eat majority of what he's doing?
Don't see, that's
No,
not.
come on.
There's
Let
a problem
me ask you a
with that.
question. If
Why
I gave you the opportunity to go see Drake perform his latest and greatest hits, right? Versus going to see a Bad Boy reunion tour that would include acts such as The Lox, Sean Poe, fucking Diddy, fucking
Shine's at that tour?
Fabulous, fucking Jay-Z, fucking Sean. Yeah, Sean was on the tour, by the way.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
he
he
was.
was.
Fucking Eve, Mary J. Blige, Total, fucking G-Dep if you're into that shit. You know what I'm saying? Carl Thomas, Faith Evans.
Okay.
What concert you going to see?
That's me.
No, what
I'm
concert?
over the age of 30.
So, son, guess what? That bad.
There are not more of us.
The only way that their concert.
We're outnumbered.
The only way their concert is going to clash is if they book the same venue and the buses bump into each other in the fucking parking lot.
Let me finish.
In which case, or we might get his ass whipped.
Let me finish.
If it turns into a physical altercation.
Finish.
It sounds crazy.
I don't sound crazy
You
because
do.
realistically, when you think about it, you have to look at the two sectors that are gonna fucking look at these tours. You got to look at the people that are really going to fucking see these tours. People between the age of 30 and 40 are the people that are going to go to that Bad Boy reunion tour. And they're going to enjoy it because they grew up on that fucking music. You understand what I'm saying to you? At the same time, you have to look at what's going to follow Drake. You're going to have a sector in that age group between 30 and 40 that will go to the Drake shit before they'll go to that Bad Boy tour. And then you have to look at the sector from fucking 15 to fucking 40. He's got that whole audience, brother. Drake, he's got
From the age of 15
from the
to
age
40?
of 15 to fucking 40. He's got that audience.
I would love to know where you're getting your fucking
He's
numbers.
got the
15
kids
to 40?
The kids are
15 to 40?
Absolutely.
I'm not even 40. All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now. There's no way in the world.
No, but there are people out there that aren't gonna go to the Bad Boy tour that will select
And you
the
think
Drake fucking tour.
so you think there are more people in the world that are gonna go to a fucking Drake tour over a Bad Boy tour?
Yes.
You're
Guaranteed.
You're jockeying, my
Guaranteed.
nigga.
No, I'm not.
Yo,
The
J-
reason
J-
why?
jockeying.
No, I'm not. That's bullshit. That doesn't make sense to me because you only have a certain genre that like this. The people before 30 years old are not going to that Bad Boy tour.
I'll tell you what.
They're not gonna
Why?
go to it.
Why?
Because they don't fucking know the music.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's
Listen,
bullshit. That's bullshit.
Okay, no problem.
Matter of fact, right now, I know more motherfuckers that have gone to that Bad Boy tour younger than us in the age realm of 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Mad motherfuckers at that car.
There are. And then if you ask them, listen, I got tickets to 2 fucking tours. I take a 22, 23-year-old right now. I got tickets to 2.
We could get a poll.
I got tickets to 2 fucking tours, my
We
nigga.
can get a poll right now.
Stop. Let me finish my thought. I got tickets to 2 fucking tours. I got tickets to a fucking Drake concert. The Drake, Future, OVO fucking sound and all that other shit that's going on. Party Next Door, fucking Magic Jordan and the rest of these motherfuckers. Or I got Diddy, which is gonna give you Lil' Kim, Faith, the Junior Mafia,
Niggas gonna go
and all that other shit. I got 2 tickets to a 22, 23-year-old kid. Here, which one you going to? They're gonna take the fucking the Drake OVO sound shit and they're gonna fucking bounce.
You're assuming.
No, I'm not. Then I take the same tickets and I give them to a 30 and above. They'll be like, I'm going to the Bad Boy shit, or not,
We get that to anybody,
or not.
The live or concert is gonna be. First of all, the live or concert is going to be the Diddy concert because that's actual hip hop.
To us, yes,
No,
I'm
not
gonna
to
go
us.
to the Diddy concert. I know that.
No, let me ask you a question. Since you fucking pro Drake right now,
I'm pro Drake. I'm just talking the real.
Okay, so if you talk real, see, I hate to do this to you because you're my counterpart. I love you, but I hate doing this to you.
Do it right.
Name 4 albums by Drake.
You're kidding, right?
I know what you're doing, you're thinking, but please.
No, I'm asking a serious question.
Take your time.
I don't give a fuck whether I can name the albums or not. It don't matter. I never said that I'm going to the Drake concert. I'm going to the Diddy concert. But we're not talking about me. That wasn't the fucking argument, Robert. The fucking argument was a 22, 23-year-old, which I'm not. I got 2 sets of fucking tickets. Which fucking concert are they going to? It don't matter whether I can name 4 Drake albums, which I can. It don't matter.
I think you're taking hype over substance at this point.
I'm not. I'm being realistic. His audience is bigger.
His audience is not bigger.
Absolutely, is fucking bigger. He's relevant right now, so he's gonna pick up the audience.
And Diddy's not relevant.
Diddy's relevant, but to who?
To everybody.
A 15-year-old kid is not looking at Diddy right now, but he's gonna watch Drake.
Yo, time out. You don't think 15-year-olds watching Revolt?
How many?
You think 15-year-olds?
How many are gonna select Diddy over Drake?
Everybody.
How many?
A lot. Maybe an actual 15-year-old. But let me ask you this. How many 15-year-olds are going to be able to go unescorted for their parents to a fucking party next door, Drake on Future record anyway? The nigga talking about skeeting bitches about. My 15-year-old ain't going to no fucking...
Maybe your 15-year-old, but I guarantee you one thing. There's a fucking ton of people in America that are going to fucking... These 15-year-old kids, I want to go to a Drake concert, and they're going to fucking make it happen. Guaranteed. They're going to be like, they won't even fucking look at it. I want to go to a fucking Bad Boy reunion tour. They're not going to do it.
All right, so look, we'll
not to mention, you got a whole other country on this fucking side. You got Toronto. The whole Toronto will go to that shit before they go to a Bad Boy reunion tour.
Puff Daddy is a fucking global.
No, Canada.
All right, so we'll just put the question out there. Guys, let us know. Would you go to what concert are you going to first? A Drake concert or a Bad Boy reunion tour concert? Let us know. We want to know. We see your comments. We see you guys chiming in. But let us know. What would you rather go to? A fucking Bad Boy reunion tour concert or a Drake Party Next Door Future concert? And we'll just let the poll answer. Y'all can follow us on Instagram, Facebook. Y'all can tweet the information. But let's get back to the fucking record. All right? That I completely disagree with you on. I really don't think you know.
Listen, and that's fine.
Yo, but
Bad Boy is always going to be like the Bad Boy tour. To me, is going to be the better tour.
Well, according to what you're saying, the world doesn't agree with you, though.
It doesn't matter. I'm not the world. I'm one person.
No, but you're speaking for the world.
I'm not speaking for
the world. Yes, you are. You just said the majority of the people will go. You're speaking for everybody else out there. I'm telling you.
Because it makes sense.
Why? Why does it make sense?
Because the audience is larger, brother.
Why?
The audience is larger. The age, the demographic is larger.
Yo, listen.
It's numbers.
If it's numbers, then and it's about records sold or whatever the case may be, if it's numbers, right? Collectively, you can take every album that Drake made, combine them together, or all sales combined, it will not be anywhere near, number-wise, this is your word, how many records Bad Boy has sold.
But we're not talking about fucking record sales.
We're talking about a Bad Boy tour. We're talking about numbers.
About who's going to watch it, Rob?
Yo, more people will go to a Bad Boy concert than they will to a fucking Drake concert. That's listen, that's
I didn't say a Drake concert.
A Drake tour.
Drake
tour.
Right.
Featuring who?
Featuring Future.
Yeah, okay, featuring Future.
First of all, I'll be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
If you put just Drake and Future, they could probably combat the fucking, what do you call it?
The whole Bad Boy lineup.
Yep.
You're the dumbest motherfucker.
Not in substance. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Fuck substance.
I like. See here. Let me clarify. Because
I believe you. No. I'll tell you right now.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I believe you right now and go find a 24-year-old vixen, right? 24-year-old vixen and tell her, listen, me and you can go to a concert and watch Drake and Future perform for the next 3 hours, or we could go watch Puffy, The Lox, Mary J. Blige, Faith, fucking 112, fucking we could go all these artists I just named. I could name all those and say, what would you rather do? You know what that 24-year-old chick is gonna say to me? Let's go to the Diddy concert.
No, she's not. She's gonna be like, I want to fuck Jalonzo. Are you friends with Jalonzo?
Damn, son. Whatever. That's how you know you running out of information. She's
gonna be like, I want to fuck Jalonzo. Are you friends with Jalonzo?
Listen, look. Even as the people are watching it,
but these people are over 30 years old. These are my friends.
Trevor's ain't over 25. I mean, he ain't over.
Trevor's don't count. His energy's off. What the fuck?
Trevor's energy just right. Charles counts.
Charles is over 25 years old.
He's about
and Charles is all soul. Charles is gonna think like we're gonna think because Charles is watching.
That's bullshit.
Yes, he is. He's
Charles
listening to that type of music.
Charles don't give a fuck about half the shit that most motherfuckers think. He's his own soul.
But
he's telling you musically what he's gonna listen to.
Right, but he's not. I'm not saying saying he's thinking like that because he's a follower. I'm saying because he's ahead of his time. He's listening to that music.
Oh, so I guess
He was
only
listening-
OGs like this.
I'm not saying. But look at what Dion said. Listen, he said bad boy, but I'm an OG. That's what I'm saying. It's an older music.
Yo, something going on, D. Don't do that, Dion. Like, don't. You're not.
Black
an OG.
D, by the way.
Yo,
Black
you're not
D.
an OG. You're a realist. Yo, let's be realistic. He
Right.
also said, look what else Dion wrote. Bad Boy got the most hits though. Somebody else put that. Look, Bad Boy has most hits ever.
I
He's a
agree
fact.
with you.
He's a
You're
fact.
not listening to me. This is what I'm trying to explain. Once you get a thought process in your mind, you're not going to listen to what I'm saying. My dispute is not that Bad Boy has a better catalog. My dispute is not that Diddy has more bread. My dispute is not that Diddy...
You think that...
Can I finish my fucking thought?
No, because it sounds ignorant.
What the fuck? My dispute is not that Diddy doesn't have better records. My dispute is not that Diddy doesn't have a better performance lined up. My dispute is none of those things because I agree with that. My dispute is that the fucking the audience is larger because you're going to miss a demographic when you're making that selection. Let me finish.
Okay.
When you're making that selection, the age group from 50 to probably about 35 to 40 is going to also include
50. I'm talking about 50.
I didn't say 50, I said 15.
Okay.
15 to 35 to 40, there are people that are going to select the Drake genre. The reason why I say that, let me finish, is because you're going to get all races in there as well. With the Bad Boy concert, you're only really going to get, I'd say, and I'll stretch it back now, let's say 26 to about 40 is going to go after that. You're going to miss that whole youth group because they don't know who the fuck Diddy is musically. They know who he is as a mogul. They know who he is as Diddy, but they don't know who he is as far as Total. They don't respect the fact Total shit was amazing. Fucking Craig Mack, that music was fucking amazing. The G-Dep fucking
15 and 26, right?
all those people, they missed those records. They weren't around
So
when those records were fucking relevant, and those were powerful fucking records.
So 15 and 26 is going to go with the Drake feature, right? So we're talking about, again, we're just going back to the numbers. 15 and 26, right? And then we're going 26 to 40. What? What? Okay, 15 to 26, right? 11 years span.
Okay. 26
to 40. How many years is that?
What, 26 to what?
26 to 40.
26 to 40 is what, 14 years?
So we got a 11-year group, right?
No.
Let's take a group. Let's take an audience
I said
from
15
to 26.
No, you said 15 to 26 is not going to understand it. So let's take that number. These are your numbers.
Okay.
We'll take an audience from the age, varying from the age of 15 to 26.
Yeah.
You're telling me that audience from 15 to 26 is going to be larger than an audience from 26 to 40.
Jesus.
That's what you're saying?
You're not listening.
No,
You're clearly dense to what I'm trying to say.
I'm not
What I'm
dense
saying
at
to
all.
you is, you have, all right, I'll give it to you in real mathematics. Just make it easy for you.
Yeah.
You have 15 to 40, right? How many is that? That's 25 years. That's a 25-year group, right?
Yeah.
That's the group that's gonna have Drake sprinkled in there. You'll have a sprinkle in from 25 to 40 of Drake, and then you'll have a solely probably fucking with Drake only from 15 to fucking 25. So that's 10 years, right? Now you have an age group from, let's say, 26 to 40 that realistically are only probably, maybe there are people in there that will sprinkle and go with Drake, and then the majority of that group will go with the Bad Boy reunion tour. If you take it from numbers, from that perspective, there is a larger number, percentage-wise, that can fucking select the Drake OVO tour.
All right, here's where I think you underestimate Puffy. Here's where I think you underestimate his audience and his influence, too. Talk about young boys, too. You forget that Puffy is actually responsible for certain artists like Jeezy and shit like that.
Agreed.
Franchise Boys and all of that shit. Fucking Young Jock and all of that. We're talking about a young age group, right? These are the shit that the youngest grew up on, that fucking Franchise Boy, all of that shit. This is all Diddy broken. These are all records that Diddy brought in.
Understood.
So even when you talk about 15 to 26, right? You're looking at an age group that Diddy literally has been a part of every genre of music from when we were 15 to kids that are 15 right now.
Okay.
There are 15-year-olds right now that do know who Puffy is because he continues to consistently put himself in a position to be a part of the music genre, the music era, including the fact that his real beef with Drake in the first place was 0 to 60, which lets you know that Diddy's also a part of that production team. Puff Daddy is a bigger icon, self-made person than Drake. Now, albeit is Drake,
I agree with
I'll give you this. Musically, Drake is a popular, or maybe more popular musically right now as it pertains to music.
Okay.
But as opposed to the industry and the people that go out and purchase the music and go see the venues, I don't give a, it would take Puffy to actually make the Drake tour bigger than his own tour. In one of those regards. Drake is dope. I'm not nobody knocking Drake's dopeness or his lyrical finesse. I think Drake is the best rapper in the game right now. However, that up against Puff Daddy with a full roster, I don't give a fuck if it's niggas that I ain't heard rap in 25 years versus some whack niggas that I think he done brought up on in the last 5 years. But we're still talking about Diddy. This is Diddy. This is fucking Diddy. And Diddy brings the house out. So at the end of the day, or the kettlebell, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, even Dion said it. Yeah, them young boys know who Dirty Money Diddy is. They know who Diddy is. The niggas know who Diddy is.
And I agree with you.
There's not a 15-year-old alive that couldn't tell you. You could go to any 15-year-old or 15-year-old. I could go to Mason. I could fucking call Mace right now and be like, yo, who's Puff Daddy?
He knows that's not.
And he's gonna be able to tell me a lot.
I'm glad you brought that up because I asked you a question. If I got 2 fucking tickets in front of him and I say you got the Bad Boy reunion tour, I got fucking Drizzy. Which one are you going to?
Puffy's a big icon.
I agree with that. But if I got 2 sets of tickets and I put them in front of my fucking guy Mace, Murder Mace right now, and I'm not talking about the rapper, I'm talking about your nephew Mace. I hold him in front of him. You're going to fucking see Future and Drake, or you're going to see fucking Diddy. Which tickets is he going to take?
I think he's going to take the Bad Boy ticket.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I wish he was
watching right now too, but I almost guarantee you he's going to go to that Bad Boy concert.
CJ, which one is Mason going to take? Is he going to take the Future tickets or the Drake tickets?
Mace don't even like Future like that.
But he likes Drake. He loves Drake.
So, but he likes almost everybody in that Puffy lineup. He's gonna like.
But he loves Drake.
So what? Drake might need to be on that Future that Puffy tour.
Maybe, but at the same time, he's not taking those Diddy tickets.
Whatever. Now back to the fucking record. You think he dissing people? I don't.
I do.
Okay.
I do. Listen, and I think this kid Aubrey is too fucking calculated. The guy is doing it on purpose to have these conversations for me and you.
I'm not fucking.
No. Listen,
you get into the hype though.
But no, listen to me. I'm not falling into the hype.
You kind of are.
No, we all. The world is. It's not just us, bro. The world is. This guy
is factual about any of the things that you're saying.
And that's the beauty of what he did. Mason's going to take the Drake. I agree. But here's my thought process. Drake did this intentional. This is fucking brilliance at its finest, my nigga.
Why is it brilliant?
Because what he did was, he doesn't care. He wants the conversation.
You brought up the conversation. I can personally deal with it.
And it's not just me. It's the rest of the world. Like, you think we're the only fucking show that's having this conversation? This conversation is happening everywhere. It's happening on the Breakfast Club. It's happening on fucking on fucking Angie Martinez's show. It's happening on The Brilliant Idiot. It's happening on fucking Taxstone. It's happening on all of these fucking shows.
What's genius about creating a conversation that has no punchline, that has no actual resolve.
There's never going to be a resolve. That's any conversation. Well, if you take a conversation like the other day, fucking the NBA Finals, the Thompson kid said that his team could beat fucking That's just a conversation.
That's what the conversation today is. Speaking of the finals, right? Let's slide right into that. This is why a conversation without a solution is pointless. And I personally try to not get into conversations that will have no resolve. Like, we'll never find out the answer to. Like, it doesn't make a point. We'll be arguing just polar opposites of opinion. But, 2 days ago, prior to last night, everybody said Cleveland's done. Golden State's going to go ahead and do it. Now, Golden State loses terribly to Cleveland last night. And guess what? There will be a finalized. There will be an end to this conversation because eventually one of these two teams is going to win.
Absolutely.
And that's when the conversations that either you're a Golden State fan, and this is why I said all these things because they won, or you're a Cleveland fan. Okay. Now, as far as Drake, how long are we going to talk about this? Unless Drake actually comes out and says that record was actually directed towards Puffy, such and such and such and such, or maybe he comes out and goes, it's crazy, I just put out a record, it really had nothing to do with Puffy or fucking Joe Budden. I was just I was using references to the beat, Bad Boy tours going out, big up to Puffy and all this shit, but not so much to put him on or whatever. But it's no different than when Jay-Z uses a Biggie line. He's not dissing Biggie, you know what I'm saying? When he references a big line, or rappers do that. They tend to recycle other rappers' lines if it was a dope enough line. You know what I'm saying? You made it a hot. You take all the real disc records that we've owned, the best diss records that we've known were straight up and down call outs. Ether. Nas called Jay-Z out.
Okay.
Takeover. Jay-Z called Nas out. 50 Cent called Ja Rule out. When Ja Rule responded, he called 50 Cent out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When Game disses people, the game calls out niggas' names. He calls out 50. He calls out Jay-Z. He calls out the niggas he's going out. So there's no mistake. Oh shit, I think he's talking about boom. All rappers that put out real diss records, we could go back down to KRS-One. KRS-One, one of the first diss records ever, he's calling motherfuckers out.
Okay.
He calls them out. That's what a real diss record is. It's not a subliminal for us to create a conversation on the back end and assume because the beat was this and he said, oh shit, he's talking about Puffy and oh self-promotion, self-promoters, oh he's talking about Joe Budden's. If it wasn't for the fact that somebody else pointed that out, I would have never knew that line to be a Joe Budden's diss line.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't make reference to any of his music.
But
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Is he dissing Mace?
Listen.
Is he dissing Mace when he says, yo, Charles, yo, Drake, would you please stop puffing all out, Charles? Why try? I'm a thug, I'm a die high. Or is he bigging Mace up? Because that's a Mace line. I know he's not dissing. Why are you dissing Mace? Diss records need to be what they are.
But they're not. That's the problem. But they're not.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
But
They're not.
They should be.
How?
It's because that's what diss records are. The reason that back to back and Charged Up was as dope as they are, and this is how we really knew that he was talking about Meek. Let's just say he decided he wasn't going to talk about Meek, right?
Okay.
The memes on the stage behind him lined up with the record, so he visually said, "This is who I'm talking
Well,
about."
that was after.
Guess what?
When we heard that record, we knew right away he was
and
shitting
guess what?
on
No,
me.
we knew he was shitting on me. But in case we have a situation like this where you're confused about who he's talking about, he visually showed you. This is who I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's a diss record. All right? All this other shit with sneak dissing and all that shit. It's
But that's
dope.
been around for years, brother.
Yeah. Until a real beef record is made.
That's been around for years.
Yo, name another dope record that wasn't a diss record. Like, name another record where you say, well, he didn't call that nigga out, but it was one of the better diss records you ever heard in your life. You can't.
Nah, that's bullshit.
Name one.
That's bullshit.
Name one.
There was a lot of fucking records.
Diss records.
Yes.
Okay, who?
Yes.
Name
bro.
one. Name one.
Take us. Well, you can't spot a motherfucker and say name one. There's plenty of fucking records out there, diss records that weren't. First of all, conventionally, diss records. There's a difference between diss records and battle records.
Diss records. I'm talking about diss records.
Okay, so hold on. Back to Back was a diss/battle record because he was battling. He was combating another motherfucking diss.
Please don't veer away from my question.
I'm not veering away
So
from the
they
question.
answer it.
Okay, so hold on. So I want to ask you a question. 50 Cent never mentioned anybody's name in Piggy Bank.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. Listen to that record.
You can bring up Piggy Bank right now. Bring it up.
He didn't say anyone's name. He just shit all over everybody.
He said Nas kissed Khalifa.
Oh yeah. No, that's not the record I'm talking about. I'm
You
sorry.
said Piggy Bank.
My apologies. You're right. I'm not making reference to that fucking record. You're right. You are 100% right. Hold on. There's another record that he did, and he didn't say anyone's name. He just shit all over everybody without saying their fucking names. What was the fucking record? Give me a second, and I'll come back to it. But there were several records that have been around that are diss fucking records.
Kumo D and LL Cool J.
Well, Kumo D and LL Cool J, they're just back there. And when we go back that far, think about that too. Originally, LL never said anybody's name either.
Originally. Eventually, what did LL
Well,
do?
eventually he had no choice.
He let it crush Ice-T Hammer, crush Moody Hammer, and Ice-T Girl. Like, the nigga put it out there so you know, like, just in case you think I'm fronting, this is what I'm talking about. He doing it for sales, trying to knock Beyonce off the number one. That's probably not going to happen after the Beyonce tour I went to last night. Unless his tour is better. I can't say that he won't. But he's crushing Beyonce's sales right now.
Nah, he's killing Beyonce in sales.
He killed Beyonce's
Killed
sales.
her, murdered her. That don't even, yo, Black D, that wasn't even a...
I don't think that was accurate.
Yeah,
Like,
the sales,
he's over $1 million already.
Over $1 million already.
You know what I mean?
It's over.
And that's in the first weeks. I don't know, maybe Beyonce caught up or something like that because she's on the tour. But
Maybe she caught
Drake,
up.
Drake wilded on the first
yeah,
album.
he wilded out.
But to my point though, back to the point, a diss record is a diss record. You cannot name a proper diss record where the person who you're dissing went unnamed and everybody else supported it and said, we know you're talking about such and such. And if you're talking about 50 Cent, if 50 Cent already lets me know that I have beef with you, and he says your name on one record, and he continues to allude to it without saying your name again We don't need him to say your name.
But then, again, hold on. If you want to really do that, then fuck it. Then you know what? I'm glad you brought this up. Because if that's the case, then we can talk about Who Shot Ya. Who Shot Ya was one of the greatest diss records ever, but he never said Pac.
You know what?
But we knew what it was going to be. But we knew what was happening.
Big was also on record saying that record was written before the Pac shit. Matter of fact, when he did the show,
call whatever you want.
Yeah, but guess what though?
You
want to know when I knew Big was going at Pac? Was after he died, when he goes, Sheldon, but we ain't mad at you. We ain't mad at you. Unfortunately, Big was gone by that time too. So that shit already took close to 2 rappers that snubbed the
we already knew that fucking record.
But we knew Pac was talking about Big.
Okay, I'm asking another question. That Mobb Deep record that they did, Drop a Gem on You. That was a diss record.
That wasn't.
It was a specific diss record about Pac. Hey yo, Pac, your days is numbered and low digits. You look suspicious. Suspect niggas you chopped up. Grade 8. That was a diss record.
You know what though? Because what Queen said, and we understood that lingo.
No.
To Queens niggas that understood the dumb language, right? But if I went to North Carolina, nobody in North Carolina knew that he was dissing. They were dissing anybody. And I know it for a fact because you can ask my people from North Carolina, they didn't know to Drop a Gem on You.
But we can't use demographic to control what the fucking record was designed to do.
Again, and guess what though? That was an East Coast West Coast beef.
It was what it was.
Yo, guess what? Drop a Gem on Them doesn't go down in history as one of the best diss records.
I didn't say one of the best. I just said it was a diss record.
Nah, I'm
talking about the best diss records. We're not talking about the best diss records, but it was what it was. But everybody knew who they were talking about.
Not everybody.
They don't need to say the name.
Nah.
You know when it's a diss record.
I respectfully disagree,
that 4 p.m. in Calabasas, no matter what nobody says,
you know what,
a direct smack in the face to fucking Diddy. And Drake knows exactly what he's doing. Right, he's fucking violating.
Okay, I'm not saying. Listen. I'm not here. I'm not here to say that he's not talking about those guys. You know, there's enough blogs and enough information out there to support that perhaps he's talking about them.
Sure.
There's enough information to support it. So if in the back end it turned out that he was, it's like, all right, well, the information's out there. But since Drake
hasn't come out and
said,
then it can be 50-50. And that's perfect. He's doing it right.
It's a back door.
Let people have the balance in there.
then that's corny.
No, it's not.
In my personal, guess what? That's like me fucking going into a park and alluding. I say enough shit for people to say, damn, that nigga Rod saying fuck Jelonzo. But I said just enough, just in case you decide to press me. But why you talking about me? Hell no, son. Why would I do that? To slide out the back door like a fucking sucker. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's sucker shit. I'm not with
only if
shit.
There's no financial gain. So here's my thought process. What he's doing is fantastic because he's creating the conversation on little shows like this, all the way up to the larger shows, to fucking create energy and generate energy and create the fucking buzz and create. I heard this fucking record. Guess what? People are fucking gonna go look.
My nigga Boogswell with the double L's in the back.
You know what I'm saying? I bet you people are gonna go look. People gonna go, I want to know what the fuck this fucking record is. This fucking 4 p.m. in Calabasas is. I want to know what that shit is about. And then they'll make their own determinations on the fucking record, and then they'll have the conversation with their peoples. And what he's doing is, he's sending his fucking music in perpetual motion, son. That's what he's doing.
So all you just did just now was use a bunch of different colloquialisms and fucking wordplay to make it sound like you're saying something rather than it is. Yo, B is number two. I believe that's because of the tour, D.
Don't let the tour.
Nah, sales wise.
Sales is a whole other story. Do you know that? Don't do that.
Nah, but she might have caught up. I'm just talking about the first week.
She ain't catch up.
Nah, you can't. The Beehive is different, son. The Beehive is different, son. I literally, Raquel was pointing it out. I seen grown fucking men yesterday. It was on my fucking.
Boots, what up, baby?
You know what I'm saying? Like I seen motherfuckers. They different, but. I don't know, man. Listen, like I said, we got a couple of polls out there. If you had the opportunity to go to motherfucking Bad Boy reunion tour concert or a Drake and Future concert, which one would you go to? And please, if you're over 26, according to this guy, don't respond because that's going to be skewed numbers.
No, there's something to do with that. See, here's the thing, and for those of you that are just joining us, one of the things that I'm not sitting here saying is that
D versus Busy B.
Wow, you went all the way back. That's before our time. But anyway, listen, one of the things that we're not trying. I don't want anybody to fucking confuse is the fact that I know and respect Diddy for being just a bigger entity, better product, longer. Fucking his reign has been longer. He's produced way more iller fucking talents than this fucking world has ever known as far as just who the fuck he is. So I'm not disputing that part of it, and that's the thing that people need to understand. What I'm disputing and what I'm having the conversation about is the fact that
where's my nigga Geek Life Mike when I need him? This is a good debate.
The fucking tour itself. If you have to take a choice, there's a bigger audience fucking with the Drake camp than there would be with the Bad Boy camp, because the Bad Boy camp is limited to a fucking certain age criteria. And I'm not saying it's because of what they want, it's just because the youth doesn't know it. It's before their fucking time.
I completely disagree.
It's just like this. I'll give you an example. You can go outside right now and probably ask a person, a fucking 22, 23-year-old kid wearing Michael Jeffrey Jordan sneakers and say, those are nice sneakers. Who wears those? They'll say, they're Michael Jordans. He's like, have you ever seen them play? They'll be like, no. They'd be like, well, who do you think is the best basketball player ever? They'd be like, I think it's Michael Jordan, but have you ever seen him play? No. Then they'll say, well, then who's the best basketball player you've ever seen?
Look, you got another person that agrees with you. Skywalker agrees with you.
That's what I'm saying. They'll say Kobe, or they'll say LeBron.
Yo, listen, Skywalker ain't the best person to fucking have a hip hop conversation with either, because he's gonna go wherever he thinks the money is at. Skywalker, you're absolutely wrong, as usual. I'm not mad at you though.
Only in his eyes. I agree with you, Skywalker.
Of course you agree with him, but neither you or Skywalker. If I don't even know where Skywalker is in this conversation too. If he's following on a delayed trend, he's somewhere delayed than me. You know what I'm saying?
He gets it. I just explained it again, so he got it. I said for those of you just joining us, I'm pretty sure I gave a good synopsis.
Skywalker's good in the age demographic. I'm pretty sure if you offer them tickets to go to a Bad Boy tour reunion versus the Drake and Future one,
he would do the same thing I would do. He'd go to the Bad Boy joint. It is what it is.
So you just playing devil's advocate.
No, I'm not. I'm giving you facts. Fuck what we're gonna go to. Fuck what you're gonna go to.
See, look, I know my nigga Skywalker. He coming in halfway.
No, he's not. He understands it. He's gonna go to a Bad Boy tour. You'll go to a Bad Boy tour. I'm gonna go to a Bad Boy tour. Chink, you'll go to a Bad Boy tour. Fad will go to a Bad Boy tour. Mace will go to a Drake tour.
I think Mace is going to that Bad Boy tour. I think CJ's wrong on that one.
The only reason he's gonna go to it is because he's gonna want to be with us. But if you give him his, if you take him and his girlfriend and his crew, and say, guys, I got 10 fucking tickets. I got 10 tickets to fucking Drake and fucking OVO Sound. I got fucking 10 tickets to fucking Bad Boys. They're gonna huddle and they're gonna say,
so let me ask you a question. I got a question for you then. If I'm going to a concert to see, let's just say, better artists, right? Better artists, like a show of better talent, right? Mm-hmm. Versus what's trendy, where you can't even sing a whole verse.
Okay.
Again, we lose that. So you gotta separate hip hop fans from whatever's going on nowadays fans.
Okay.
Because I'm going to a concert, I don't give a fuck how old I am. If I'm 15, 16 and I want to see more talent, I'm not going to go to a Future fucking concert. Okay. And Drake, I'm not going to say I would never go to a Future Drake concert, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be a lit concert. That What a Time to Be Alive album was decent, at best. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying.
But
you just proved my point.
No, I didn't prove nothing.
Fantastic.
No.
I'm glad you said
I'm going to where the talent lies.
I'm glad you said that.
I want to see Jadakiss on stage. I want to see Fab on stage.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to see all that. And that's at 15 though. At 15.
That's what I'm talking about.
The bigger audience, if they're hip hop fans,
yeah.
The bigger audience is going to that Bad Boy reunion tour.
Here's the problem.
What?
Here's the problem with your argument. Here's
What?
the fucking bullet holes in your argument.
What?
The fucking 15 to 25-year-olds, they're not fucking hip-hop fans. They're fucking trendies. They're fucking going off of what is trending.
Bad Boy has
Let me finish.
more followers than Drake, hands down.
I agree. You guys aren't getting it. I fucking agree. The problem is this.
There is no problem. You're the problem.
I disagree. The
Dumb
problem
like
is simple. The problem is simple. Nowadays, between 15 to 25 or 26, they're not fucking hip-hop fans. What they are, bro, stay with me. Stay with me. What they are is, they're trendies. They're go after what's trending.
You know what
and what's trending is Drake, OVO Sound, fucking Future. Are they better artists? Drake is fantastic. Fucking Future,
you didn't like
whatever.
Drake a few years ago.
It doesn't matter what the fuck I liked a few years ago. We're talking about right now. Don't fucking dwell into my past, nigga. Fuck you to dwell into my fucking past.
You know what your problem is?
What?
You can't see what I can't see because you're blind, baby. You're blind to the fact, and that's why you wear them fucking shades.
Stop touching me.
All
It's
you
just getting
fucking
crazy.
do
is fucking read blogs and say that makes sense logically, and then you run with it.
The fuck out of here, son. I was listening. First of all, let me explain something to you.
You're
This
wrong,
shit, this whole
bro.
blog shit, you the one who fucking put me on the fucking social media with fucking Instagram.
Because I
and
thought
all
you
this
could
shit.
use the power for good, but clearly
I didn't even want to fuck with
it's
this shit.
stated your opinion.
I've been running from this type of shit for a minute.
you
I never even understood. Yo, I'm gonna take a picture and they gonna see it. I got on this shit fucking with you. Now you telling me that I'm more into this shit than you are. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm like, the kids today will listen for the hot beat and the catchy. They're not gonna listen to what's happening, brother. So I'm trying to explain to you. That's okay.
If you want to see a bigger variety of vag, you're going to that Bad Boy Reunion tour as well. There's gonna be a wider variety of vagina.
I agree with you, but they're not looking for vagina. They're looking for trending. These young niggas ain't looking to fuck. These young niggas is not looking to fuck, son. Most of these young niggas is looking to fuck one another. These young niggas, cause that fucking shit is going fucking rampant as far as what they, you know what I'm saying, moving around, leaving more bitches for me, and that's okay. I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not good with that.
Leave the bitches for me. I'm okay with that.
Okay, but listen, man.
Go with the era of Biggie and Pac. That's what I'm saying. I get that.
15-year-olds are still praising Biggie and Pac. They still use that as the epicenter of what hip hop really is.
I don't agree with that.
And the other shit is they're using Biggie and Pac, and if you ask us, or if you ask the actual people that are 26 to, let's just say 40, 45, 50, if you ask us who are the real forefathers, look, 15 years, this is what 15-year-olds are doing, just in case you really, maybe you're disconnected. 15 to 25, right?
Yeah.
If you ask most people from 15 to 25, they'll tell you the forefathers of rap, as they know it, or the godfathers of rap that
will be who?
Would be Biggie and Pac.
Okay, but
that's it. Time out. Hear me out. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Biggie and Pac.
Okay.
That would be where they say rap starts with Biggie and Pac.
Okay.
You ask us, we're gonna say, fuck it, Cool Herc. Motherfucking Big Daddy Kane. Cool G Rap.
Rakim.
Rakim. We're gonna use those. That's our era, right?
Okay.
So let's just start, okay? We're going with the era of Biggie and Pac, and that's the beginning of hip hop.